James Jones, former wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers, played with Brett Favre, on what he sees from this Browns offense and what he thinks they'll be able to do this year.
Number one, if the coach is giving him that, I mean, it's title contention.
What you mean by that, giving him that?
What I mean by that is how easy he's making it on Deshaun Watson, right? We did a little bit of that with Randall Cobb, and we had a great one in Aaron Rodgers back, and it just made it so much easier on Aaron Rodgers. You put a receiver in the backfield. That means you're not going to have a corner in the box, because if you put a corner in the box, you know what they're going to do with a guy like Elijah Moore? They're going to hand it off to him like we did Randall Cobb, because we got the numbers, and we're going to get big boys on little bodies, right? So if you leave a linebacker or bring a safety down in the box, he cannot stick with Elijah Moore. Don't forget, Elijah Moore is a receiver. So he's not going to be able to guard him when it comes to running routes. And that's why you see the defense confused, really easy on Deshaun Watson to get the ball out of his hands. And we know what he can do with his legs.
Again, James Jones, wide receiver, what he sees from this offense, when you hear that, Jackson, makes a lot of sense. It kind of points to the scheme that Kevin Stefanski is working with Deshaun Watson and the weapons.
Definitely. We've talked about it all offseason, the number of weapons on this offense, the variety of things they can do with guys like Elijah Moore, with Marquise Goodwin. And then you mentioned the guys that have been here, Cooper, Njoku, Peoples-Jones, of course, Nick Chubb. I mean, the array of talent surrounding Deshaun Watson and the things that they can do, what Kevin Stefanski and Alex Van Pelt can scheme up against opposing defenses, you would think this is the formula for success. We saw in glimpses during the preseason against Washington and against Kansas City. Deshaun's got the talent. You know, there's still some things that need cleaned up, but luckily we had 2 weeks to prepare for Cincinnati. And then I agree with Deshaun. I expect some fireworks in that opener for sure.